Yes, my name is Brother Paul O'Brien, and I've been here in Ganado for over a year, and after spending 20 years in the town of Greasewood. So the type of ministry I have, for anyone that might be interested, is basically with the Navajo people, and I try to do stuff that is sensitive to their culture, including language, which I'm knowledgeable a little bit. Some of the challenges would be, I think the challenge is to learn how to listen to the people that come to the door or here at church on Sundays, and work from that point. And it takes years to learn how to hear what they're really saying. Interesting parts of Navajo ministry is generally the Navajo people are very responsive. They'll pray at the drop of a hat, and but they do want respect and people who will really hear them and listen, and I think that's paramount. I've been involved in a lot of the traditional ways, the ceremonies. A ceremony they call the tache, the sweat lodge, and it's like a steam bath but with prayer and song. And after my first time in one of those, then I realized why I was here on the Navajo reservation. It was very healing. For a young person interested in this way of life, I would suggest that they do a lot of reading, catch up on the history of the type of area they would be interested in. For example, Navajo ministry. There are a number of really good books that will enculturate them and give them a real sense of what the Navajo people are about and their traditions. And there are a lot of parallels between their spirituality and between Christianity and Catholicism. What I would say to a young person, when I first came out here, there was part of my religious life I was struggling with in terms of, is this something I'm going to do for the long term? And as I said before, after I was in the sweat lodge for the first time, it really helped that idea of dualism in our spirituality between the physical and the spiritual, that they're really intertwined and inseparable, so that one is not better than the other or less than the other. So I found my own healing here in the Navajo Nation. Basically, if you were to put it in a few words, putting my Christian background back in connection with Mother Earth, the spirituality of Mother Earth. And the similarities between the culture and our Christian faith would be the use of the elements in the sacraments, like water, fire, incense, or cedar. Very parallel in terms of the way they would use it. I would say immersion in the life of the community is one of the ways to really begin to do ministry. You know, for example, yesterday after church, I spent about 3 hours just sitting with people and talking, and so from 10:30, 11 in the morning till about 4 in the afternoon, I was with them and just enjoying myself, enjoying the time. Yeah. For the personal spiritual life of a young person, I would say the background that I have and was taught by the sisters was especially in terms of the holy people, the saints, to really study their lives, especially Francis or Saint Teresa of Lisieux. And some of the great missionaries that inspired me were Franciscans that went to China and the Jesuits. The Jesuits became Chinese. And if you come to the Navajo Nation, that would be something to really think about. How do I become part of the local culture?